and Bruce and Diana have a sincere moment together. And back at the farm, another good character moment with Lois and Clark. Again, this movie is a vast improvement over Dawn of Justice because we're taking the time for actual character moments instead of just portentous theme drops. When you're doing this, you're doing well, you're just not doing enough of this. But keep getting better, please.
But I'm back now. And I'm gonna make things right.
I'm gonna try to be a better Superman.
Seriously, tell me this doesn't feel more like a promise to the audience than to Lois.
And then
Martha
arrives to see her son. Again, a good emotional moment. I'll admit, I got a little misty watching this. Meanwhile, back in Russia, Bootleg Zone's Heimdall combines the mother boxes into the Unity. Cyborg is able to spot this energy release, and so they finally track down where their headquarters are and head out.
Guys, what about Superman? You spent all that time grave robbing and necromanting and fighting him and forgetting the cube, and now you forgot Superman.
Maybe it was a deleted scene? Think there were a lot of those to get this thing in 2 hours? See, the thing is, people don't mind seeing a long movie, but you gotta make it a good one.
Damn it, I knew we forgot something.
And so on the plane, we need to have some Aquaman as a dick time. Aquaman?
Honestly, I think we're all gonna be dead way before that. I've been alone my whole life, but being part of something bigger like this, maybe I'm scared because I'm meant to.
Have we ever had a Wonder Woman movie without that gag?
It's macho bravado, it's all a facade. Wait, why am I telling you this?
I am taking you to the front. We are probably gonna die. This is a terrible idea.
God, I hope you Amazons can't mass produce this thing.
Meanwhile, the Russian family is still continuing to exist. So they go to Orange Land and attack the audience's senses. All their senses, even their sense of hearing, because Bruce Wayne has a magical tone that will attract all the parademons. That's the subplot he's been working on with Alfred.
He's clearing the field.
You won't last 3 minutes.
Then let's use them.
And the Russian family actually does something and moves out of their house and gets into their truck and drives away. The rest of the League was supposed to go after Steppenwolf while Batman distracted them, but instead they come to save Batman and have more action scenes. Apparently Batman's subplot is that he is willing to die to be a hero, and he was wrong to be willing to die. Okay, that's right up there with...
Thanos threatens half the universe. One life cannot stand in the way of defeating him.
But it should.
And Wonder Woman, meanwhile, tracks down Steppenwolf for a rematch.
Steppenwolf just seems to be looking worse and worse in this movie. I mean, at this point, he's basically a Baldur's Gate villain. And I'm talking about the first Baldur's Gate. On a bad computer.
Flash covers Cyborg while he tries to hack into the Unity thing. Steppenwolf interrupts this, and Flash runs off to save the Russian family. So that was their purpose all along, to get rescued by the Flash.
You're all too weak to see the truth.
Well, I believe in truth. But I'm also a big fan of justice.
And then Superman arrives in admittedly a cool moment and starts smushing Steppenwolf.
Well, I knew you didn't bring me back because you like me.
I don't.
Not.
That is from the heart. Huh?
After that, he joins the Flash and outraces him and saves more people. Then he goes and helps Cyborg hack because he's a better hacker than Cyborg. I start to see why you guys got rid of Superman, because you guys are playing up the Superman can do everything better than anyone else can angle. I wish you wouldn't do that. Superman can be awesome without having to be more awesome than all the awesome that ever awesomed. You jump from making him into an incompetent who can't even fight Batman to the literal Deus Ex Machina of the story.
Have some moderation.
Have you guys seen what's going on outside?
So Patti LaBelle comes back to get finished off. So he gets scared of all the heroes, and his fear attracts the parademons, and they eat him alive. Okay, that's interesting thematically, but You get a little scared in the middle of your military missions and your mooks will eat you alive? That's a bit of a design flaw.
Also, if all it takes is a little fear to turn it into a feeding frenzy, why haven't all the Russians long since been eaten?
Or the Flash, who's been pissing himself this whole movie. They Mordor away and we win. And now all the evil alien crystals become creepy alien flowers and it's somehow beautiful. Despite the fact that these could be spores that will dissolve your lungs or some other thing. No one's even worried about the possibility of this. I suppose this is supposed to be that we're getting a taste of New Genesis rather than Apocalypse, but it's still alien stuff. It's still weird.
No, Matt, but it's pretty weird. Everybody knows evil is ugly.
And Bruce decides to make up for his past sins by buying the Kents their house back. Or where he bought the whole bank. Guess that works.
A little bit wasteful.
So Barry gets a job at the crime lab, a real job, and now he can help investigate his dad's false arrest while actually earning some money. Lois narrates pretentiously while Bruce sets up the JLU.
But room for more.
Room for more.
And we see our heroes again actually acting like heroes, and so at least we end on a good note. And that's Justice League. It's massively better than Dawn of Justice, but it was still a big step back from Wonder Woman.
Is it terrible? No. It's actually not too bad.
Although I find myself never wanting to go back and watch it. I've watched through Infinity War 3 or 4 times and still enjoy watching it. This movie, I had to do it for the sake of this review, otherwise I would have been happy to never watch it again.
But that's the sad thing. It's Justice League! It should be amazing!
You made this adequate. That's actually almost worse than making it garbage. Because at least when it's garbage, it stands out. This is just any movie that could have been made. I do appreciate that DC is trying to make up for their past mistakes, and they're trying to make Superman into the moral paragon he always should have been. They're trying to make Batman supportive of Superman instead of hating him. They're trying to do all this, but it's not so much that they're doing a bad job, it's that the hole is so deep, I don't know if they can dig themselves out in time. And the box office for this movie kind of bears up what I'm saying. This movie did not do well, and it would be hard enough for a major comic book movie not to do well, but for Justice League not to do well, that's pretty telling in and of itself.
I'm glad to see that DC is improving, but they're improving so little, and I think too late. They really need to stop this wagon and turn it 180. Otherwise, I don't think they're going to make it through another 2 or 3 movies without going bankrupt.
And that's sad.
So as usual, decide for yourselves. But as for me, I'm not really sure what to think of this. Other than that, I'll be fine never seeing it again. Oh, and also in the middle of the credits, Clark and Barry decide to have a fun race. It's a good little character moment, ties into their comic history. It's nice.
In the great hall of the Justice League, there are assembled the world's 4 greatest heroes, created from the cosmic legends of the universe. Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman, And those 3 junior super friends, Wendy, Marvin, and Wonder Dog. Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
And Toyman appears to set up a sequel that we're probably never going to have, trying to make an evil Justice League with Slade.
What's that you say? This isn't Toyman, it's Luthor? No, it's freaking Toyman.
That would have made him better.
To put it plainly, shouldn't we have a league of our own?
Gina Davis would have made a better Lex Luthor than you.